you're watching Jack's Drones.
Hi, it's Jack Rogers. Welcome back to my channel. Thought I'd give you an update on what I've been up to this week. Been quite busy. Well, last couple of weeks anyway, doing videos, and I've been doing lots of time lapses, and also been going out to some local events. And I've also been getting some fly-ins as well. So I thought I'd do a bit more flying with my Phantom 3 standard. Because I haven't done much in the past sort of flying wise with that. So every time there's nice decent weather, I'm out flying. So I'll get those videos up on here as well, show you what they are. I've been busy with this Phantom 3 advanced repair. This was actually coming from one of my viewers. Coming pretty bad. It was obviously he's had a hard crash with it, and it came in the box with all the lid and stuff, where he obviously started doing it and decided having it too much, I'll speak to somebody else to deal with it. So I've taken it from there. So I've literally visually looked over it, find out what parts needed. I've ordered those in. They took a little while because they were out of stock. They came in, and I started stripping it apart and put it back together. I didn't create a video on this one because I already created a video on the last couple of ones I repaired as well. I was going to get sick and tired of me keep doing videos of how this is done. So what I've started doing is I photographed all this in stages. So I'm trying to build up a manual, sort of saying, you know, how to break it down and how to put it back together again. So then you can put it up on my website for you guys. So once I get my head around all that on the photographs, get it displayed in a nice way, that'll be on my website, so keep watching that. So this one's once I got all its apart, I realised underneath there's a little cage, a plastic cage inside this, that's where this board screws onto. That obviously snapped as well, so obviously been a very hard crash. So that's been replaced as well. Everything's been put back now on the new shell. As you can see, it's all back together. And I've just angled the GPS off the back of this while I quickly powered it up to see. I was just dangling on the back of this, to power it all up to see, because my fear is it's been hit hard. I was wondering if it actually damaged the gimbal itself, the camera itself. But this time, powered it all up, and it was perfect. The first thing I asked for was to do a firmware upgrade, which we've done. And the gimbal initializes all correctly, and I can see the camera through the app nicely as well. And obviously there's no errors on the app itself showing warnings apart from the compass calibration, but being in here, you expect that anyway. So my other little concern on here, which is the motor's got a slight bent on the side bit here. I don't know if you can actually see that on the video. I'll do my finger away. But it's not restricting the motor from spinning round, and obviously the cable looks like they're being sliced into a little bit, but not deep enough to actually sever the cable itself. So I'm going to tape those over nicely with proper electrical tape, and I'm going to take for a test flight to see if that motor gets interfered for any problems at all. If not, I'll speak to the customer and say, right, okay, that's got that. Did you want me to replace the motor? I'm happy to do that, but also trying to keep costs down, because at the end of the day, don't want to keep throwing money at it, because you could end up saying, well, I spent X amount on that. I could put that towards a brand new Phantom 4 or something like that, you know. But so it's all back together. So the next thing is going to be putting props on this tomorrow, power it up to see if the motors actually respond correctly. If they do, there's no issues from this motor here, then I'll email the client to say, right, what do you want to do about this motor here? Do you want it replaced? Or because it's working, it looks okay. And then I'll give them the option to do that. Then on that, I'll put the case back on, sit it all back up. We'll get 3 or 4 flight tests out of this, high altitude, low altitude, and some sort of running around to make sure all the motors are responding as they should be. Then back in the post to a happy customer. So there we go. So that's the Phantom 3 Advance inside and repair that I've done so far on that. So that's almost done now, so I'm happy with that. And I've done some photographs of this so I can build up a walkthrough guide of stripping it down and rebuilding it as well, and some hit tips, type of tools to use as well. And obviously when you take the screws off of it, I've marked like a lid up I've got over here of part names, like, you know, motherboard, motors, mainboard, legs, battery. I'll put all the screws in the right place. I know which they all go back as well. That's how I do it. And also I take photographs as I do it. So, and it's very enough and easy enough by where the main, I'll give you a quick tip now, where the main power comes in on the battery, there's a small cable here. Last time I forgot to connect that, so I put it all back. And that's the actual detector for the smart battery. So it still powers up, but shows an error in the apps because it can't communicate with the battery to work out all the battery levels. And that's the bit I missed. So I had to take it all apart again, because obviously these got a little lug hole, so they're very hard to get up again. So make sure they're all in place. And I always take a photograph of that to look at where the cables go. So when I put it back, I know which cables go in where, you know. It's just simple to do anyway. So I've been quite busy in the garage recently, because obviously I've been up here. You can see I've got 2 screens. I've screwed up on the wall. because I do like PC builds and stuff, and I've been rearranging, if you can see, up here, been rearranging all these up here in its own order, and over here, oh, get up there, that's my old Phantom Vision 2 Plus minus the camera. That's when I broke. But it still flies, and we're going to do a video very shortly of that, where we're going to actually have it spinning up, the blade spinning. We're going to drop some fruit on it and do some slow motion stuff of it's chopping through the fruit and stuff to sort of like earwig that is its end of its life, and we can say goodbye to it. So we've got that coming up soon as well. Get the camera down out soon there. There we go. And I got some, the Osmo, the updates are out for that, and I now have got you can turn the fan off on the Osmo, so it's now silent when you're recording, and when you stop recording, the fan goes back on. And also, there was an issue with the audio going out of sync, or it stops recording the audio. They're now fixed that under the firmware. I could have done with that the other day when I was filming, because I had the same thing with mine. So that's a software glitch, now it's fixed. So I'm going to road test that again and check to make sure that does actually resolve all those bits. So that's it. So this week I've got some more flying to do. So I'm going to get the Phantom 3 standard out, get some more flight stuff with that. I've got new lenses to test out. I've got lenses for the Osmo and for the Inspire lens, different lens and stuff with different sort of like sunlight and dull and all that sort of stuff. So we're going to test those out. I've got a new backpack, I've got a new carrying case for the Osmo, which is really, really nice, done by a really nice guy. So that video is coming up very shortly as well. I'm really impressed with that. Carries all my Osmo, spare batteries and all accessories. Fantastic bit of kit it is. And I've got some, got quite a lot. I've got down below here, under my bench, I have lots of stuff people have been sending me to do review. So I've got loads of stuff to do there as well for you guys. And hopefully I'll get my hands on a new quad soon, so I'm actually saving up towards the, not the Phantom 4, well, I keep thinking about it. Every time I see a Phantom 4 video being played and shown, it looks like, do I go for one, or then I go, keep getting torn back, but I am going to sort of like put money towards the new Hex by Typhoon, the Typhoon H1, so I'm really interested in get that on the bench, have a close look at it and get out and test that as well. I've got some interviews next week to do, which is do this channel, police, I'm not going to say all the details on that one side, and some interviews with other companies doing drone stuff, and I've got some events coming up very shortly as well to go to, which is drone related. And there's also an FPV racing track not far from me, which I'm going to do some video, and I'm doing some aerial shots of the land where it is. It looks fantastic, so that's all going to be up on the website very soon, so keep watching guys. And we're going to announce a competition very shortly this week, so keep watching, keep hitting that subscribe button, and remember, thumbs up, likes, and got any questions on the Phantom 3, please look at my other videos, because a lot of you guys come in with the same sort of questions that I already answered on my previous videos. If not, comment on below, happy to answer, not a problem. I do get tied up a lot of comments at the moment, so bear with me. So it takes a little while, a couple of days to get back to you. I will get back to every one of you that leaves a comment, even if it's a smiley faces and saying thanks. You know, I will do that, so you know I'm actually there. So speak to you next time. Thanks guys for watching, and see you soon. And remember guys, fly safe.